You want to build bat speed intelligently. You don't want to be swinging out of your shoes, swinging like a gorilla. We want to make sure we do hitterish stuff. We want to look and feel like a ball player when we build more speed, more force production into our swing. And we do that by executing these 4 things. So number 1, I want to make sure in my swing that I have a set of fundamentals that I live with all the time. My 2 favorite fundamentals are strides with hip hinge. So I'm going to take my bat and I'm just going to stride, practice striding while getting a good hinge right here. I'm literally pushing my bat back like this so that my hips slide back, okay? That is number 1 for me. It's the thing that's super simple. It incorporates me going forward and getting to a place of really good hinge and space down here so my arms can operate better and so I have the potential for really good hip extension when it's time. My second favorite fundamental is just practicing my load to launch. Checking myself, making sure I'm getting to a really solid MLB logo posture when I land my front foot. And I want to practice being able to get to my front side, even into my heel, and still be hands back. So load to launch, that's my second favorite one. I have a couple other fundamentals I do, and in my training program, I have this series of 8 to 10 fundamentals, depending on age, that I really like guys to go through that build better patterns that really fill the gaps in between training time. Number 2, this is really important, is we want to, this is more like a thought, but we want to build up gradually. We don't want to be in a hurry to get to our top end speed in the first 10 minutes of our day. We want to let the engine heat up. So we want to have some things we do, including a just dynamic basic warm up that help us to build up to that spot. And then we want to have a series of, a little more hitting specific build up stuff. Like I love water bags, I like bands, I like med balls, and I do all those things. But more specifically, we want to have some things that allow us, for example, I really like a really low effort set of swings off the tee. Not trying to do too much, just trying to have real easy effort. I'm literally hitting the ball slow on purpose just to kind of feel out my barrel. It allows me to just have some body awareness. I'm not trying to overdo anything. I'm literally swinging that fast. I'll even incorporate some lefty swings in there off the tee just to kind of feel it out. I like sometimes side toss is really helpful because it helps me to feel kind of that inside and through mentality. So I'm not actually doing much of a drill when I'm building up. I'm just putting the bat in my hands and getting used to it and preparing my body to start moving the way I need it to. So number 3, we want to focus on posture and path. Barrel control to start my day. I'll say that again. We want to find the barrel, control the barrel to start the day. So I have a series of path and posture drills I like guys to do. I'm going to pick out 2 of my favorites that'll be good for you guys to try that are watching this video. But when I'm talking about posture and path, one of my single favorite things to do is the Manny drill, which is down half kneeling. And I preferably like a tosser, but T is great. Just kind of isolating the upper body, not doing anything weird with my lower body, hitting off the tee, making sure I have decent entry. My path is flat and through. That's something I really like. Doesn't matter what type of guy you are. I think this can be really helpful for you. And then the second thing I really like guys to do, and I pretty much have everyone do, is isolated swings with one hand. I really like a full length bat for guys that are a little bit sluggish or disconnected, and guys who have a little bit trouble with the trail arm or staying short and through. I like to have them do a trail arm action like this, maybe even closed stance with the trail arm. So there's a couple different variations there, but ultimately the Manny drill and some single arm work are really helpful. I think there's something that's helpful for anybody. So that's where I start with posture and path, is really isolating the path there. In terms of posture, I like guys to hit out of an MLB logo posture or launch posture. Literally start from there and go. Doesn't necessarily have to be as static as I just was right there. You could kind of incorporate just a little bit of a load right there. But now we're starting to build up the effort in our day, starting to swing a little bit harder and faster, but incorporating some really good postures, essentially building around these fundamentals we've talked about. So my fourth and last really essential thing when we're trying to be hitterish, trying to be a better ball player and have our exit velocity translate to games, is making sure our heavy bat routine is systematic and that it has some variability to it. We don't want to be swinging 10, 15, 20 times in a row with a heavy bat, wearing ourselves out, starting to get sloppy, starting to actually move slower. We want to make sure our heavy bat is complemented by a shorty bat, a wiffle bat, a long light bat, a skinny vision trainer, and then obviously our regular bat too. So what I have a lot of guys do and what I would suggest you trying, stay somewhere between 6 to 8 reps with a heavy, somewhere around 20% heavier than your normal bat, and then work into your regular bat and then work into a light bat. So I commonly will program it like this, where I have 6 reps of heavy, 3 reps of regular, 3 reps of light, all done at high intensity, and then break, and then rest. And then we'll do it again. So it requires more sets like that, but I really think the intent is better. I think that you're translating the feel of what you're wanting to get from a heavy bat and feeling what that should feel like on your regular game bat. So you're transitioning from heavy to regular to light, and that's causing you to swing more game-like with each of those bats and start to repeat your best version of your swing with each of those bats, which I think in turn provides a training effect where you're starting to translate your training and cage successful swing into games because you're just buffering it against anything that could change it, right? So light bat, sometimes even a wiffle bat can be helpful. Wiffle bat's a little too light for my liking. I don't love it, but some guys I'll use it just to provide a feel. I am a big fan of true heavy bat, about 20% heavier. Your gamer, obviously. And then the light bat can be a shorty, like a 30-inch bat, or like an old drop 8 bat that's sitting around is really good. I also have some flat bats as well that work really well. But I think these essential 4 things will help contribute to you getting your bat speed to translate to game success and be more repeatable on a day-to-day basis. So if you like this video, share it, subscribe for me down below, visit my website, jordanstauffer.com, if you would like to train with me, whether remotely or hybrid in person. And I hope you enjoy this. Let me know in the comments if there's something I can help with or any questions I can answer. Thanks again for watching.